Hey guys, Rick Stone here from Our Stoney Acres. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a little trick that I learned that you can use to get your carrots and other root crops to germinate quickly. And this trick uses what we call burlap, okay? So we're going to talk about this trick, what you need to do to get those carrots germinating way faster. So this bed has already started to germinate. It started at about 8 days. Normally carrots germinate in about 14 to 21 days. So this method really works. Now before we get started, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the notification bell so you get noticed every time I release new videos. Go follow us over on Instagram as well. I'd love to have you join us there. And then stick around because I do have a little mini course that I filmed. It's 4 tasks that you can be doing this fall that will help your spring garden to be ready a lot quicker. So it's a great little free mini course. I'll talk to you more about it at the end of the video. So one of the biggest challenges that I face, especially in the fall, but even in the spring, with carrots and other root crops like beets and turnips, and even some of like my leafy greens like spinach, Swiss chard, lettuce, is getting those seeds to germinate, especially in the heat. The heat in the fall can sometimes really be a struggle with that. And so over the years, I've tried a bunch of different techniques for everything from, sand on the seeds to just watering like crazy every day. And finally, I stumbled upon using burlap to get your seed beds to germinate, and it works really well. So this is burlap. Burlap is kind of just a woven cloth material that is going to do just amazing things in helping your beds to get ready quickly and to get those seeds up. It shades the bed, it keeps the moisture in, and just helps the overall conditions to be prime for growing your seedlings. So just here's a good example. So I planted these on Saturday 11 days ago, okay? It's Tuesday now, the following week. And normally, like I said, carrots will take about 14 to 21 days to germinate. And already I have good, even germination in this bed at 11 days. And the actual first seedlings started to emerge on day 8. So it works really well. So let's talk about the process. First off, get your carrots planted. Everybody kind of has differing opinions on this. I used to use just a very light dusting of garden soil over the top of my carrots after I had planted them. I've kind of gone away from that a little bit. And I still, admittedly, I still do a very light dusting, but I've gone a little bit thicker. So now I go somewhere between 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch of soil on top. That seems to help to keep the moisture in and get those seeds germinating quickly. Once you have planted the seedlings in your bed, or the seeds in your bed, then you want to lightly water the bed. Okay, so you're going to just use like a watering wand or something and kind of give it a little rainstorm. You don't want to wash the seeds away. You don't want to soak it too much, but we do want to get some moisture on these beds before we put the burlap on, okay? Then you're going to go ahead and cover the bed with the burlap. The pieces that I could find were 3 foot by 24 feet. And my beds are about 4.5 feet wide here, and so I use 2 pieces to cover up this bed, this seed bed. And then you are going to, once you've covered the bed up, make sure you put something on it to keep it from blowing away, and then you are going to go ahead and water this burlap again. So you're going to soak the burlap really good. You don't need to worry too much about washing the seeds away here because you're going to be gently watering it through the burlap. So give the burlap a good soak, and then every day you need to go out first thing in the morning and water this burlap again. So you're going to just give it a good spray down every day. I like to do it in the morning so that we keep a good good level of moisture throughout the day. And we're going to just spray that every day. You want to start checking for seed germination at about day 6 because it will happen much quicker under the burlap than it will normally. So For me, the first seedling started coming up about 8 days. Now we're at 11, and I've got good even germination throughout the bed, and so it's now time to start thinking about removing this burlap. Now, it's kind of a sweet spot here. Is what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have some good even germination in the bed, but you also want to make sure, because these seedlings are going to want to come up through the burlap, and that's okay, but we don't want the carrot seedlings to come up and start their full development and start putting out leaves on top of the burlap, because then it's not going to come out. So you want, there's kind of a good mix there. Usually for me, it's a day or so after, a day or two after the burlap or the seedlings have started to poke through the burlap, that I am actually going to take the burlap off. You don't want to leave it on too long, because you don't want those tops to start developing through the burlap, okay? So you want to take it off before that becomes difficult to do. Once you've taken the burlap off, then it's a good idea to continue to keep that seed bed moist. You could throw some mulch down if you wanted as well, and just do things to kind of baby this carrot patch during the fall. And this is just an amazing idea. It works really, really well. I wish it was something that I'd come up with, but it's not. It's something that's been around for a long time, but burlap just works great. Now, what other crops could you use it for? It's going to work well with carrots, turnips, beets, spinach, Swiss chard, lettuce, arugula, any of those kind of smaller seeds that struggle a little bit to kind of get germinated, especially in the fall. It's going to work really, really well. Just a fantastic thing. And the nice thing about it is it's very inexpensive. So this roll, which was 3 foot by 24 foot, was $12.50 at my local farm store. So very inexpensive, pretty easy to do, and it's going to last for several years. You're going to be able to use this probably 5 or more years before you have to replace it. So great solution for getting your garden seeds to germinate quickly, okay? Again, and it's called burlap. All right, before we go, I did want to kind of just mention I do have a little fall gardening task video that I've got for you. So this is a fun little video. It's only about 25 minutes long. Gives you 4 garden tasks that you should be doing this fall that will help your garden next spring to get off the ground quicker, okay? It's a free course, and there's a link down in the description that I just wanted to point you down to so that you can go click on that and try out this fun little free course for you. So free little mini course, go sign up for it. It's great. Before we go, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click that notification bell so you get noticed every time I release new videos. Make sure you go follow us over on Instagram as well. I'd love to have you join us there. And check back next week, because we will have lots more great gardening content coming up through the fall. Okay, everybody have a great week. Happy gardening.